Welcome to the Get Your Mind Right podcast. Every day, I want to be the first voice inside of your head, the first voice that motivates you to move. I put out these powerful segments every single day because I know the truth. The truth is that when you change your mind, you change your life. So let me, Ryan Stewman, the hardcore closer, get your mind right. Let me tell you a story about a famous tightrope walker from the 1800s named Charles Blondin. I posted this on Facebook on Easter, and it got a great reaction. See, Charles Blondin lived from 1824 to the 1893, somewhere in that range. And he was known as the world's greatest tightrope walker. We got this idea that he was going to string a tightrope from the Canadian side of Niagara Falls across the falls to the American side and walk across it. Well, the fateful day had come when he was going to walk across. People lined up on both sides of the border, the American side and the Canadian side, to cheer him on or watch him fall to his death. He stepped out onto the tightrope and quickly walked across from the Canadian side to the American side. And he said, "Do you believe that I can go backwards across?" And they shouted, "Yes, yes, do it, do it." And he did. And when he went back over to the Canadian side, he turned around and he said, "Do you believe that I could run across?" And they said, "Yes, yes, do it, do it." And he did. He got back to the American side and he said, "Do you believe I could run backwards and go across?" And they said, "Yes, yes, do it, do it." And he did. When he got back over to the Canadian side, he said, "Now, do you believe that I could just simply walk across again?" And they all said, "Yes, of course, absolutely." And he said, "Great, I want to take one of you on my back." And an awkward silence fell across the crowd. Not a single person made a single sound. And he's like, "Well, fuck it." He walked across to the American side and he said, "Do you believe now that you've seen me?" Because seeing is believing. We talk about that a lot, right? "Do you believe now that you've seen me walk across, that I could walk across again?" Everybody said, "Yes, yes, absolutely." He said, "I want to take one of you on my back. Who's it going to be?" The entire crowd was silent again, just like on the Canadian side. You see, that's a metaphor for life, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people believe, they say they believe, but they won't take action. You see, a lot of people will say that they believe that he could do it, but they won't take action. That's a lot of people in life. They have a belief that something's possible, but they won't take action. You know, forever I watched my friends and the people that I grew up with, every time something went wrong in their life, they'd go back to school. Like they'd lose their job, they'd go back to college. They would lose their money, they'd run their credit cards up, they'd go back to college. Now, I didn't realize that you got paid to go to college from student loans. It's not really getting paid, but you got money to go to college. I didn't realize all that because I was at work. I believed that if I just worked hard enough and I just took action, no matter the setback, but if I just took action, I would eventually become a millionaire. I believed that if I just set my sights and focused on the goals at hand, the task at hand and the goals in mind, that I would eventually have all of that stuff. You see, they believed that they just needed more. I believed that I had to go get more. You see, the difference in thinking is they believed they needed more education. They believed they needed more time. They believed they needed more information. I believed in going out there and just getting more. I needed to go get more things done. I needed to go get more actions took. I needed to go get things done that nobody else would. I needed to go out there and get experience. Because I believed, but believing's only half the battle. Taking action is the other half. You see, everybody believes it's possible to become a millionaire in America. Matter of fact, 1,700 people per day in America become millionaires. Every 72 hours in China, there's a new billionaire. So everybody believes it's possible. Very few people are willing to take the action to make it possible in their life. They sit back and they make excuses for 495,000 people per year. Well, those 495,000 people are special. Trust me, there's no 495,000 anything that's special. There are people who went out there and they paired their belief with action and they made things happen in their life for a reason. And while others sat back as spectators with a belief, they were out there on the field playing believing and taking action. You see, the thing that separates those of us who have from those of us who have not, it's not a belief. We all believe because we've seen it done. It's the actions that back up the beliefs. Now, if you know somebody who needs to hear this today, someone who's got a strong belief, who has a strong product, who has a strong everything, but they're not taking action, don't send it to them to be demeaning. Don't send it to them to be degrading. Don't send it to them to do anything other than enlighten them that their belief will not take them but halfway down the journey. The other half is pairing that belief with action. And listen, you're going to fuck up along the way. I've lost businesses. I've lost business partners. I've ruined marriages. I've had major setbacks in my life. It's not been rainbows and unicorns over here in closer land forever. But I believed that against all odds, against all struggles, against all obstacles, that I could kick the force of average in the dick and move forward and put a hardcore, full court press on the force of average to break through the algorithm and come out the other side. And that trajectory at this point and that momentum at this point is unstoppable. So share it with somebody who needs to hear that. Also, if you want to surround yourself with people who are winning, people who are fighting the force, go over to BFA, that's short for Break Free Academy, BFAentourage.com. I've got a video there waiting for you to watch. It'll explain so much. It'll give you huge breakthroughs. And, it's going to be up to you to take action behind that belief that you learned from the video. We'll catch you on the next episode.